Hi traders, I managed to get in one short this morning on RKDA just to go over what it's done recently. You know, it's been on a slow decline in recent days and weeks. But today, pre-market, it had actually gapped up from where it closed, and once it opened pre-market, we had an initial fairly decent push to a pre-market high of 630 before just rejecting that level and quickly pulling back right back down to the pre-market open level here, which is this green line. Now, I wasn't watching it around here, and I keep asking myself if I was, would I have taken it on the rejection of 6 here when it came back up to test 6? And in hindsight, it's easy to say, yeah, that could have been a good short, but I'm not sure I would have liked this action on the way back up. You know, there wasn't a lot of volume there, and you know, in between each candle, it was gapping a little bit, just you know, in the 3-minute time frame. So I think that probably would have put me off and maybe make me think maybe it's not a good idea to maybe play the rejection of 6, because there's just not much liquidity and it could just jump up against me as easily as it could down. And also it was a bit spready, but when I started looking at it, it was around here, and there was a little bit more volume that started to come in, and you know, the candles seemed to be forming a bit better. And what I watched here was, you know, after the lower high, it came back down, retested the pre-market open level, came up, made a lower high at 573, and as it pulled down from that, and this was a bit spready, so I kind of anticipated this move, I actually got short at 567. My first cover was at this pre-market open level, just in case it acted as support again, then maybe this pushed higher. There wasn't a lot of profit, obviously, between you know, where I got in that first exit. However, the risk was super tight, so it did make sense to take some off there as far as the risk to reward was concerned. So I took some off there, waited for it to come down to 554, which is Friday's high of day. So I always say this in every video, it's always worth remembering this level, because quite often it will come into play if it is retested. So I took some more off there, and as you can see, it did initially act as support. I mean, it did dip under for a little bit, but then came back up. And as it came back up, I just decided to short into this quick move upwards, again still risking off up here, and I just added back what I'd taken off here, and it was just looking super weak, and I didn't manage to get any more covers pre-market, but I was okay with that because I'd already taken some profits, so I had a bit of padding if this did then go against me into the open, and again, you know, the risk was quite tight anyway. So into the open, you know, it just didn't stand a chance. You know, it had one little push where it tried to get over this pre-market open level and then just started selling off. And I just had these orders waiting below. So I had one waiting at 550, which it didn't quite get there pre-market. And the next one was at 640. 530, as you can see, I've marked this up sort of pinky purple line. This was Friday's official close level. So if we go to the daily, you can see where I put a line across there at 530. So this was Friday's. This is where it officially closed, obviously not including the after hours close, which sometimes can be different. Again, that's a level that you want to remember. So I'd marked that up so I knew which one it was, same as I had with this one at the 554. So I had an order waiting at 531 there. The next exit was at 525, and that is because that was Friday's low of day. And that was me mainly out. Now, I did have a final target, and I'm still actually holding a little trail size. I've got a final target in mind, which is just over 5, and I'm not sure if it's going to get there now. This thing is just running out of steam, and it might just go sideways now. But I've set a range order, so I've moved my stop down now to 554, just over. So it's either going to stop me out there, or it's going to hit my target. It has got this 512. Level to get through, which is a previous gap level, and the 509 here is where the daily 50 simple moving average is, so it's got a bit of work to get through there. I'm not going to try and get past 5 because where I've marked the 499 there, this is the daily simple moving average 200, and this can, I mean, I guarantee this is going to act as some serious support if it does get down. So my final target is going to be 5, or maybe just a little over that. And that was a trade, not a massive trade. it's been a slow day, but it was a good trade in regards to what I was risking. So you really can't complain at that. I've actually ordered a load of new things to upgrade my system. I'm adding a couple extra monitors, and I'm upgrading the RAM and a few other bits. And I'm going to be doing that now. I'm not very well trained in that kind of stuff. I've never been a computer person, but I'm going to have a go at doing it all myself. So there is a chance I won't be trading tomorrow. One, because I might not have finished it all in time, and secondly, there is a chance I might blow up my computer, and if I do, I'm going to have to go and buy a new one. But I've had this one since 2015, and it's performed well, and I just feel a few upgrades, and it should still keep going. I don't feel the need to completely renew everything yet, so I'm going to have a go at just upgrading and give myself a couple more screens, so I've got a bit more to work with. As always, if there's questions, leave them below, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Cheers.